Today, I'm going to take this SUV to one of the most extreme places on the continent where the temperature can exceed 50 degrees Celsius during the day and reach the freezing point at night. This is the perfect place to put any vehicle to the ultimate test. Today, we're going to see if the Honda HR-V really can take a full-on beating several days, or if your engine and transmission will fail before the end of the trip. I'll also show you how you can survive a trip in unbearable weather. Under the extreme sun and heat, without water and no gas station nearby, let the Hunger Games begin. The first thing you need to know is that the HR-V 2024 has two driving modes, the regular drive mode that I'm in right now and the precise moment 1, where I step on the accelerator and it feels 2-3 warm, and then there's the sport mode. In sport mode, the engine revs up even more, and here you can already hear the engine revving up. I step on it, it accelerates fully. This 2.0 naturally aspirated engine has plenty of power. There's a third driving mode for the city, which is E-mode. Ese pinno en 2060. Econ mode is activated by pressing the little button that says Econ. Put a green leaf so that it smokes it without seed, and with that it's going to be okay. Adjusting systems such as the air conditioning and other things. By the way, at speeds from 40 to 90, I've managed to get between 15 and even 20 or 21 kilometers per liter. Above the digital speedometer, there is a little line. If I accelerate gently, that green crack stays. But if I go overboard with the accelerator, the little line disappears. In terms of its competitors in this segment and price range, there are lots of SUVs for sale. The main ones are Kia Soul, Mazda CX-30, the very Volkswagen Taos. It could be that the Toyota Corolla Cross and even the SUVs from MG, Jag, Chery, and Omoda that are also gaining a lot market nowadays. If you ask me, after covering more than 2,000 kilometers with her through the most arid and extreme climate places, I think this is where it really feels, the reliability
and the durability.
The driving headlights at night illuminate perfectly well, and it has magnifying lamp technology for enhanced night projection with intelligent detection. If you have oncoming cars, it automatically switches between high and low beam. There is super nice detail.
Also on this side we have a few lights.
Daytime driving, and even
We're going
Amplify.
to need this lighting. Maybe here we have obtained a crystal light.
Amplifier? How about, do you think we can make this a light bulb or lamp? For a vehicle to look good, a good job is important. Of advanced engineering and painting like Honda applies in their paint designs. This gray color is my favorite for HR-V. I think it's the most handsome of H's new color line. The best part is that I think it goes very well with the pink water. The rim is 18 inches and the mid-profile wall sole is for better control and precision when it comes to taking it curves without sacrificing comfort. There are disc brakes on all four wheels, and if I were to have a problem here and didn't have a spare tire, I think I know who I'm going to ask to lend me a Intopomno, what's that? Is inondo imati. Do you think you could lend me one of these to change the tire on my car? Lift it up, get it ready. We'll put it in the trunk. How much does one of these tires cost? From $15,000 to $25,000 per tire. How about it? It's up to you if you want to puncture one. Its price and versions are displayed on screen. As I say this, remember why pay more with a Honda? Well, for the quality, for the manufacture, for the durability, but if its price seems a bit high, that there's over $100 million in pure salt in this gigantic mountain of salt. That makes the price of the Honda HR-V value.
In comparison.
In the United States, there is a salt flat called Bondi, where many speed records have been set. We brought the HR-V to the magnesium waters of the bitter ones to be able to do the acceleration test because there's nothing better than a hard and long flat surface. Just the way we like it, fellas. The landscape leaves me speechless. It's beautiful. This water has healing properties. It eliminates skin infections and all sorts of things. It feels like creamy. It feels as it looks. Weird. Ouch. First time in my life I am going to do a run on a salt flat. I switch to sport mode. 3, 2, 1, acceleration. Remember, salt creates even more resistance and much more drag. In the vehicle, I'm going there, right?
But the other side already the test went into a coma.
If I go out where I shouldn't, we'll end up in a mud and salt hole we don't want, Teres. 2, get up a bit. That was cool. 3, 2, 1, acceleration. There it is. Okay, there's the forcefulness. Good. Great, 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 great. 50,
60, 80, 90, 100.
How cool. Okay, one lassie on a count of 3. 2, 1, acceleration that way. Okay, remember that the wings have a lot more resistance than a normal bearing. 70, 80, 90, 100 kilometers per hour, and we brake. Eu te stendisti cabin it is with love. Minocas bezav with love. If you also want to do this ride through the salt flats, come with my brother.
A day went with
Enrique Whiskey for the buddies. Okay, a lot is going on here outside of HR-V, and yes, this beach is called El Requesón and it's
But
Siusa.
the water.
Transparent, beautiful, low turquoise and ready for the campaign. The awning and chairs, though they look quite large and cumbersome, the reality is that they fold and travel inside in the trunk with flattened seats. The trunk of the HR-V is so spacious that you can sleep up to 2 adults inside. The best thing is that its low consumption of fuel when you're simply parked, turn it on, allows you to turn on the air conditioning to sleep comfortably in the night, and the consumption is less than 10 liters per yo ima
8 hours of sleep. Mode also for the more adventurous.
See, the minute, like me, you can bring your own little stove and set up all your kit. Another detail that I really like is from here there is a 12-volt outlet where I connect an inverter to charge my cameras, charge my phone, whatever. In addition to that, 5 USB ports. That equips HR-V, but what makes all this possible is the excellent Honda
And
engineering.
below, in fact, the engine is on
It's
and
barely audible. I hear the tiny waves more than the engine. This is the 2.0-liter naturally aspirated engine that Honda fits in HR-V. It's coupled with a continuously variable transmission to maximize inculuswa and that embargo inputs. Fuel consumption delivers more than 150 horsepower and more than a 130. Panteste panfo torque. The first thing I want to show you is this, the RD ratio and reverse emis ibasiga ambasias. We have a reverse camera, dynamic folds, and with 360-degree sensors, we live with is things I love about the interior, the detail of hexagonal honeycomb throughout the dashboard, but it gives you a wave amount. I also love the dual zone air conditioning that can synchronize or desynchronize, easy to use connection for USB port and wireless charger down here. The maps work with Android Auto and I'm using Android Auto from this phone. There are inserts of soft materials in the wall moldings. The doors and seats are super comfortable, extremely ergonomic with great foot support. Sides, I've been in these seats for over 2,000 kilometers for several days and so incredibly comfortable. Another thing I like is if I activate the adaptive cruise control here and and then set it. Here I can adjust the follow distance of the car ahead, and here activate or deactivate the departure alert and assistance.
Lane preservation presence.
Besides, there are sunburns, and if you are bald, you know it if it burns your butt. I love the floating screen, and I'm fascinated by the fact that Honda leaves the knob to turn the volume up and down, but Houston, we have a problem. A few miles ago, the maintenance light came on. Because I am already close to 10,000 kilometers here on the odometer, and it needs to be serviced. I'm at the Honda agency.
La Paz, Baja California Sur.
Ricardo Loera, the order.
The maintenance required light on the dashboard came on. Is that dangerous?
It's not dangerous, but it's necessary for the proper functioning of the computer.
And even though I bought my vehicle from another dealer, can I service it with you guys here?
Yes, of course. Yes, no problem.
Okay, and the price?
And by pressing, we do it quickly.
Then the link ikuntes then they leave me Kaitana, that's fine. We are going to do the inventory, right? Wow, they put plastics and all that. What are we
We are
doing?
going to second inventory to know the current state of the unit and to understand what we are going to do and to find out if there are any additional details you haven't realized. We'll find out
I
here.
hope there are no additional details I haven't noticed, but better to know than not know. When it comes to safety, Honda spares no expense, especially the top-of-the-range version. I can tell you from my own experience that it's worth paying more for the vehicle, if it's within your budget. It features 8 airbags, 2 front, 2 side, 2 curtain, and 2 for driver's knee, and the passenger. In addition, the curtain airbags extend to the second row of seats, so there are 8 doing the work of 10. All the assists are there. Advanced and intelligent driving features that are included in the HR-V system from Honda. On top of that, HR-V is made right here in Mexico. I've seen how they make it, and I can attest to it firsthand that its structure of steel will keep you even more protected and safer when, God forbid, it's a close call. But definitely the Honda sensing is the feature that convinced me, made me fall in love with how well it works. In fact, I'll show you. We turn off the econ mode, activate the cruise control, and press select the mete tiempos mía empleos 96 kilometers per hour, and then we activate this little button
Here
of
for the lane departure
and
warning.
lane preservation. This is not an autopilot, automatic. If I let go of the steering wheel, in a few seconds, it will ask me to take control again. In addition, the camera and radars let us detect pedestrians, detect animals, detect inpush, IMO, impediments vehicles, and in case something crosses your path or the vehicle in front stops, it applies braking pressure. Automatically, all this is very good, but how do you feel? You might be wondering. Well, the first thing is that you don't feel the speed. 125 kilometers per hour feels as if you
Around
were.
80
In addition,
or
the
90.
cabin is quite well soundproofed, making the handling quite
Enough.
disqualified.
Rest.
The suspension also gives you good smoothness or comfort, but on the road, you can lift it at highway speeds. Eu umistes in penosis with a lead and a stability that you don't find in other SUVs, because in addition, the intelligent cruise control can work from 40 kilometers per hour. Honda calls it heavy traffic assistance. The direction, it has good control, it never feels hard, it never feels firm. However, at highway speeds, the steering still has a lot of control. I only need to do the 0 to 100 kilometers per hour acceleration test on the road. So sport mode, patafondo 3, 2, 1, 1 acceleration. There's the exit, smooth, then comes the impact. Good. It doesn't scare, doesn't whip when making changes. These are things that I do miss, I do wish, because I like it. We already passed the 100 kilometers per hour mark. I kept accelerating with Tocho Morocho. This engine lacks nothing in power, I have to say, after abusing it for more than a year. Over 2,000 kilometers through the most extreme places in the country. Honda HR-V is a product highly recommended. I prefer this over paying for gadgets and trinkets, but the final decision is up to you.